Hello, welcome in everybody. How are you today? Let me just double check that everything is working and then we will begin. In the meantime, how are you? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? What are you doing? What are you doing? Am I forgetting anything? I think we're good. I might sneeze though. Welcome in everybody. How are you today? Madrigal, you were here first. Welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Sassy, hello. Welcome in. How are you? Emmers, hello. I'm okay, Madrigal. How are you? What have you all been doing? And or not doing? I suppose you could also tell me that. Just getting all these windows organized. Okay. What have you guys been up to? Me? Not much. Just worked. That's about it. We're gonna play more Quantum Break today. Very excited. I kind of wonder how far we could get today. It's not a long game, and we're already on Act 3. I think there's only 4 acts. How many acts in Quantum Break? Oh, there's 5. I guess that makes sense. I guess maybe there's 4 episodes. Okay. That makes more sense. I think there's only 4 episodes. So it's probably like, you know, there's one in between acts 4 and 5. And I just knew there was 4, so I was like, oh, there's 4 acts. Wrong. Doing all right. Just been working today. Grad class, taxes. Oof. So just the fun things. I had to save my streak again since I was still at work when you streamed yesterday. No! How long did you work for, Sassy?
Non Tere Plus.
Polar Opposite? Thank you so much for the resub. 21 months. How are you? I saw you stream today. How did it go? I was at work for 18 hours. What did you do? Why did you have to be there for 18 hours? That's such a long time. On a Friday? Yes, right. That's because I didn't lower the music. Also, the bitrate just dropped. Hopefully it balances out. Come on. The biggest fundraiser of the year was last night. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I thought we didn't see you yesterday. After stream, I was like, I don't think we saw Sassy. I wonder if I hope the stream streak is all right. Why did that pop up now, not yesterday when I saw? Maybe it hadn't, like, I don't know, lapsed on the month or something. I don't know. I was just thinking that I was mad I didn't see you live before I raided. Went well though. Tried Fortnite for the first time. Oh, how'd it go? How did it go? I've never played Fortnite. Bussy, thank you. I think last year they raised close to 30K. Yeesh. I guess you probably don't know how they did today. Or it's probably something they look at later. It was alright, had fun. Not ever gonna be my main game though. Did you do build mode or non-build mode? Was it I'm too old for build. Okay, we're using no build. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that's fair. I know, I feel like a lot of people, even Fortnite vets, I feel like a lot of them like no build mode. Yeah, they've been letting us know how each event does, so I'm sure they'll tell us eventually. Very cool. Well, I'm glad. Did you have fun? Yeah, an 18-hour day does seem like you guys deserve some kind of break or something. I mean, I know your whatchamacallit, spring break is coming up very soon. So, but, you know, I still think you guys deserve like a day off. You're funny. Oh no. That's not the response we want. That's wild. Well, we played a lot of Quantum Break yesterday. It's pretty fun. The combat is very fun. I'm not great at it, but I will every time I finish shooting somebody, I say to myself, that was very satisfying. Is that a good thing to say to oneself after shooting someone? I don't know. We're not gonna dive too deep into that. But the combat is very satisfying. I feel like I like the way it feels when I go pew pew. But I think I need to get better at using the time powers. I think the time powers I'm just sort of panicking mostly. But I really like the you're playing for an act and then there's like a TV episode that plays. I really like that. It's a really cool setup for a game. And it works really interesting for the narrative, especially because so far we are, and I guess this makes sense. So far the show does not follow the main character. It shows him and it has him like scenes that he's like in or adjacent to, but it's nice to see what the other characters are doing, I guess, and like how this affects him, or how it affects the main story. That's pretty neat. And granted, I guess it makes sense why it doesn't focus on him, partially because I think if it did, it would sort of be like, well, why am I not playing this? Why is this something that as a player I'm not in control of? But it's nice to have like this extra sort of world building. I'm sure it probably was very annoying to do. Like I could imagine they had to plan a lot of things out beforehand because they can't have all these extra changes on top of like, you know, like because then they'd have to refilm the show, or maybe that was the last thing they did. They had most of the game done, and then it was like, now we filmed this show. But anyway, all that say, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's great. It's a wonderful change of pace from Alan Wake. It's going to lead into Control very well. I feel like Control is like Quantum Break and Alan Wake kind of combined. So you get the like fun actiony bits and superpowers basically, but you get the weirdness of Alan Wake, which I think is great. There is some weirdness in Quantum Break, but I think it's more pitched as like action adventure. Control has like, Control is certainly action adventure, but like it has a bit more of a, there's weird stuff going on and there's some creepy stuff going on. So it's like a nice mix of all of it. I could tell they learned a lot from making these games. As long as it's pretend shooting, it's fine, yeah. To be fair, we weren't required to go, but it's basically a giant raffle. Sadly, I didn't win anything, but it was really fun watching the host threaten to kick someone out because of their behavior. Wait, what? What were they doing, Sassy? Was it an adult? 7.5 more work days until spring break. Yeah, you are almost there. Yemet, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Sassy, I think you need to tell us more. What were they doing that they were being threatened to be kicked out? Also, I hope we get to see more of Bruce in the game. Or by see, I mean read more about Bruce. That started off so like, oh, this is like sad, awkward, to then me just being like, this is actually so funny. I love this. It's how well they wrote something so cheesy, I guess. And they for those people who weren't here, there was like an email chain we found on a computer where someone was like, "Hey, I'm working on this script for like a scientific movie, action movie, and I need your help to get like input, like feedback on like what doesn't sound sciencey enough." And I knew it was going to be bad when the first two main characters was Bruce and Lady Scientist. I was like, oh boy. And then it just like the writing was so bad, but it was because of that it was so, and it ended up just cracking me out by the end of it because I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm about to do 56 hours and 5 days next week, so I'm ready to die. How, Emmers? Hold on. Do 56. Wait. 56? 56. You're going to be working okay, there we go. That's what I was trying to figure out. 3 12-hour days and 2 10-hour days? Yeesh! Is it like a busy week or something? Like a busy season or something? Like, is there something or... Jonzo! I've been following your Instagram for years and I can't still find the ugly pics. It's all of them. All the ones that I'm not... or all the ones that I'm in. There's a few that I'm not in. Those are the ones you're seeing get put to you on your feed. The algorithm doesn't push out my pictures with my face. There are no lies. If we want to get out of Saturday, we have to put in our 56 before leaving Friday. What? That is wild. That's so many hours, Emmers. Don't they know that Pokopia came out only just a few weeks ago? I feel like they're not considering your Pokopia world. I know, right? Yeah, they're very much, they're not being very considerate about the Pokemon. You're getting overtime for that, yes? I've got a birthday party Saturday, so I don't want to work. Ah, okay. Wait, do you normally work 56 hours a week? Is that typical? Is that your... How many hours do you work each week? My bitrate just died again. What am I gonna do about you? We'll keep an eye on it. If we'll chat a bit longer. If it drops again, maybe I'll have to restart my router or something. I've restarted my computer, so that's not it. So it might be... So the host at the start of the night explained how things were going to go. They would pull a raffle ticket, read the number 3 times, announce that it was the last call for that number. If no one claimed it, they would pull a new ticket. Well, this one guy wasn't paying attention. The host called his ticket number the 3 times, and then he didn't answer, so she tossed the ticket. Then he tried to say it was him, but once she says new number, they must call a new number. The next ticket was also his, but again, he wasn't paying attention and lost it again. He started cursing out the host, saying she wasn't being fair, so she looked right at him and said she would have him removed if he didn't calm down. He ended up storming out to the cheers of everyone else there. Oh, snap. Sassy, that is wild. I can't imagine... Like, it's wild that he missed it twice. Get it together. He left it as a cliffhanger. I know. Yeah, hopefully I'll keep an eye on it. If it drops again, I'll restart my router. That's wild, Sassy. Also, was it just adults there, or were there or were kids there too? So normally I do 48 hours by Friday, 56 if I work Saturday. Okay, dang. Is any of that overtime, or is that just like expected hours? All adults, you have to be 18. Okay. I was about to say, that's probably good. I was going to say if that person's kids were there, I'd be very embarrassed. It's considered gambling. I guess that's fair. I saw on Reddit, someone posted, some school was using like custom made scratchers for like rewards or something. It was like you could scratch off a little thing, and if you it would tell you if you got like an extra snack or something, which I was like, I feel like, 1, this is very dystopian. 2, I'm pretty sure that counts as gambling. I'm fairly positive. So I don't think... I mean... Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know how the kids earned the scratchers. Everything over 40 hours is overtime. Okay. Okay, well, at least you're getting paid very well for it, hopefully. Honestly, my first thought is his kid probably acts the same when they don't get their way. Maybe. That very true. Very positive. Does it if there's no money involved? I don't know. I think the part that seems like gambling to me, I mean, maybe, I don't know. That's a good point. I think it's just like, I feel like there's something that's like, it's like too close to something that is gambling, that there's part of me that's like, is this right? Because like it has like little Like it's designed to look like a real scratcher, where it has like, you know, win big, and like, you know, big letters and whatever, and it's like something about snack time, or like earn a snack during lunch or something, or if you like scratch off the right, like, you know, maybe it's like, because I think it has multiple scratches. Maybe it's like if you get a certain combo or something. I don't know. It just seems weird to me, I guess. It seems weird enough that I'm like, this feels like gambling. or at the very least, it's getting kids used to the system of what a scratcher looks like, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I don't think the kids had to pay money for it. But it's just enough that it makes me feel. How do you think I buy all my Legos? Fair. Those do be expensive. Those do be very expensive. It's borderline. I've seen teachers do that with scratch tickets as rewards for good behavior, test scores, etc. Pretty sure every scratch off is a win or two. Oh, okay. I don't know if it, well, I don't know. This one was unscratched. One would hope so, that every scratch would, or everything would be a winner, because otherwise I feel like it would just feel terrible. It'd feel terrible to get one of those and being like, I didn't get anything. You won detention. That would actually be very funny if it's like there's bad things in there too. If you get 3 hammers, you get detention. Sleep time for me, polar opposite. I hope you have a wonderful night. Have a good rest. Get some sleep. Dream of Fortnite. Have a good one. Have a good one. Me keeping an eye on my bitrate. I've seen it drop a little bit. What you doing, bitrate? What are you doing? Should I restart? Should I go restart my router now? Probably. Probably should. We'll see if the stream stops or not. I'm gonna try to reset my router. I was surprised that there was 0 game. I know you had mentioned PS5s last time, especially also with the Switch 2 being out. You think that they would have a Switch 2? I'm gonna try to restart my router. I'm gonna leave stream on. I'm not gonna stop it, and may or may not disconnect it. We're gonna see though, a little test to see if it does. So I'm gonna switch to BRB. We're gonna experience a disconnect, and then we're gonna come back. Hopefully, probably. Okay, everyone, stay calm. Stay calm.
This is your time, Jetpack Gang. Stand up, move around, grab a snack, hydrate. The stream will resume in just a few minutes.